2, 3, 4.
Spending 70 hours just to be in Monterey with you.
Hello, welcome to a new weekly vlog. As you can see, I am back from Japan, and I actually didn't vlog quite as much as I would have liked, but also no surprise because I never usually do on vacation. I prefer to just be there, take a lot of photos and videos for my personal use. I did vlog a little bit of a montage type of thing for one of the mini trips that we did within Japan, going to Hakata and Fukuoka as well as to Nagasaki, which was basically like a 2-day trip, so I'll include that here. We woke up bright and early for our 7 a.m. Shinkansen bullet train ride to Hakata, Fukuoka. So early that we couldn't even roll our suitcases so as not to disturb our neighbors, although we ended up catching a taxi so that we didn't have to do that the entire way to the train station. I was able to watch the sunrise as we ate our breakfast. I enjoyed a matcha latte, a chicken nanbang onigiri, and a pan au chocolat from the day before. Upon arrival, the first thing that we did was drop off our luggage at the hotel before heading off to Kushida Jinja, which is a Shinto shrine. And because it was January, very early into the year, there were a lot of people there to pray for good fortune in the new year and to also pay their respects. For lunch, we had gomasaba, which is raw mackerel with sesame seed and soy sauce dressing, which ended up being one of my favorite meals the entire trip that we were in Japan for. Of course, I had to leave room for dessert and enjoyed a mukbang parfait. After enjoying the views at the viewing deck at Hakata Station where we had lunch, we headed to Tochoji, which houses the largest wooden Buddha in Japan. And photos weren't allowed, but we were also able to light some incense. For dinner, we headed early to a yakitori restaurant recommended to us by my cousin because we heard that reservations are really hard to get and the wait times could be super long. So we had dinner at like 5 p.m. But it was really filling and really good. The next morning, we checked out and got on another Shinkansen to head to Nagasaki while playing card games because the train ride was only an hour or so and we had to transfer a few times. We ate Chinese food for lunch at this Nagasaki station and ended up having to buy an umbrella at the mall because it was raining. It was really warm down there since we were in the southern part of Japan, but it was raining pretty hard, which was a little bit disappointing, but leaves room for things to enjoy next time. Again, once we arrived, we dropped off our luggage and then took a bus to the Atomic Bomb Museum. Visiting was a really sobering and sad and very sickening experience, as well as, of course, educational. Because we were spending less than 24 hours in Nagasaki, we had our last meal, which of course had to include sashimi. I didn't get any footage, but before we did head back on our train to Kyoto, we visited Peace Park and Urakami Cathedral, and that about wraps up our mini trip while we were in Japan. But now, unfortunately, I am back. Wow, I wish I was still there. It feels like a fever dream. It is a new week and I am vlogging. I am currently reading Unmasked, My Life Solving America's Cold Cases by Paul Holes, which I started the day after I came back from Japan. It is a memoir, but also sort of true crimey by Paul Holes, who is a retired criminologist, I think, but also cold case investigator. He is a host of a podcast that I love, that I really enjoy listening to, called Buried Bones on the Exactly Right network. Thought it was time to pick up his book since it was published just last year. I'm just about 100 pages into it and it's great so far. It's jumping back and forth between kind of earlier in his career as well as later. He is most known for his help in the Golden State Killer case. I showered, got really little sleep because my mom came home and I needed to help her with her luggage. I'm currently making lunch, so I want to get some reading done. I have new glasses. Since my mom just came back from Japan, she was able to pick up the glasses that I had made, and I feel like they look really different than when I bought them. They're gonna take some getting used to. I totally forgot to vlog on Tuesday. I didn't get to read too much either. I still am reading Paul Holes' memoir. I just wanted to pop in to say, hey vlog. I didn't forget about you, but let's do some reading. It didn't quite turn out the way I thought it would, but still really good. felt really good, and now I've just been laying on my yoga mat doing some workouts here and there. I've been going down the rabbit hole of watching Michelle Choi's old vlogs. I had been following her for a little bit but didn't really start watching her YouTube until I think last year when I realized that she was friends with Yuyan. I found her vlogs to be really inspiring and relaxing, but I wanted to just watch all of her old stuff and kind of see how she evolved, also just to get to know her a little bit more. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. I still do need to finish Unmasked today. I was supposed to yesterday, but when I got down to read, I was just so tired because I had only gotten 5 hours of sleep the night before. I did go to the library on my way back from my walk and I picked up 2 books. I started one as soon as I came home. I read a chapter of I Was Their American Dream by Malaka Gharib. It's a graphic memoir that I picked up because I saw someone reading it on Bookstagram. The other book that I picked up was Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas because I saw someone on book Twitter raving about it, and I decided, you know what, now is a good time to pick her up. I would definitely like to finish the last little bit that I have of this and then probably read the entirety of this graphic memoir as well because it should be really easy. And I'm also 3 books behind on my Goodreads goal, but that should catch me up a little bit. I made the Chrissy Teigen spicy miso carbonara, and I made extra so Koda can eat some when he comes home from work as well. I could have cut up more bacon, but that's really good. Could be spicier. I taste the miso a lot. Yes, and to have the plumbing hook everything up. It's 9:40. I'm so tired. I've gotten 2 hours of sleep. I have been dealing with the whole washer dryer situation. If you're new to the vlogs, hi. There's a lot of new faces here actually. Our dryer broke. That was like in November. We've been trying to get one installed for about a month and Lowe's is fucking us over. So I've been on an endless hold. I'm so cold, and I think because I'm so tired, that combination is just making me like shiver. And the call didn't even solve anything. Leaving for girls' night. I actually really like my outfit today. I even used some of Koda's hairspray. And I'll wear some red shoes. Yay!